And tonight on this program, a young woman adds her voice to those cries in the night. She's a student. We're only calling her Sarah because the penalty for what she is about to do could be death. She's in Iran, and she took part in the protests. I spoke to her a short time ago. You went to the demonstrations. What did you see?
We didn't want to see any violence, so none of us said anything against the authority or the government. And we started our rally, we started from one of the main squares in Engelab Street. And as we moved forward, the guard started to kind of hold us back.
The Revolutionary Guard?
Yes. And but we kept on moving forward. And from some point after the Engelab Square, we could not proceed. We would try. We tried our best, but we couldn't proceed.
Were you scared to go in the streets yesterday?
Oh yes, and we didn't know what was coming, so we were scared. But when I saw too many people, being back for all day, that was really exciting.
And at some point, was there violence?
Well, yes. As they did not let us proceed, we had to kind of fight to make our way. But at some point, we couldn't see. There was too much violence, so we couldn't proceed.
We've heard reports of police using tear gas, using batons to beat demonstrators, making arrests. Did you see any of that?
Oh, yes, that's a routine. And, that's the least we expected.
So you saw that? You saw police beating people?
Yes, and I was with someone who got beaten, and so I saw it.
And you know somebody who got killed?
Yes. Unfortunately, one of our friends from the University of Art, Sane Jale, was killed yesterday, and we have entered a phase of serious strict mourning.
What do you want people around the world to know about what is happening in Iran right now?
I can't speak for others. I can speak for myself. I can say that I'm just an ordinary person, and I'm fighting for my rights. And we really love seeing this freedom trends around the world, and I'm so glad. My people are always there.
The government in Iran praised the demonstrations in Egypt, praised the protesters in Egypt, but when you protest in the streets there, they crack down. What does that tell you?
Oh, well, maybe they're not being honest. That's what I see. From my own point of view, my personal point of view, they're not being honest.
Are you scared to talk? You're being very brave to even talk to us right now.
Well, yes, I am scared to talk, but I really want to be doing this. One of our friends was killed. He was like 26, and that could be me. He was shot randomly, and I was planning to go to that Tahrir Square where he was shot, and I just didn't get there. I was stopped by the guard. He could. I'm kind of identifying with him.
You feel like that could have been you?
Yes, and he was our friend. They're not letting, it's a Persian expression I'm translating to English because I don't know the equivalent, but we are not allowing his blood to go to waste. My friends knew him personally, and he was one of the Green Movement, and that's why I'm doing this. I'm doing it for him.
The Iranian government is saying that you are agitators, that you are being influenced by foreigners, that this is not a real movement for freedom. What do you say to them?
I'm talking for myself. I know my own notions, my own motivations. This is totally self-initiated, and I'm someone ordinary. I went there, I voted for the person I thought that was right, and then it came out that, I don't know, it, I'm not an expert, but that sounded like a fraud because everybody...
Sarah? We lost connection with her.